Sarah. How you feel about that lawsuit she filed against Puffy?
Um, Sarah is Sararin, if that makes any sense. I feel like it was coming. I felt like, you heard me. Sarah felt like I was sabotaging her for her getting the suit. Now, on one behalf, Mighty Brad, I feel like she's right on the terms of, um, Diddy making us sleep in the same bed together. The things that Diddy was making us do. I don't think a female was, supposed to be in that situation. That I do believe and that I do feel. And you know me, bruh. I'm not biased. I'm unbiased to bull crap. You hear me? I just believe that on one point she's right. On another point, she's trying to money grab. And I felt like Sarah's doing exactly what everybody else feel like. We got done dirty. We didn't get our just due. We didn't get what we deserved from the hard work and the hazing that he has put us through. To just say all of us. I feel like we didn't get our just due. And luckily and fortunately, I'm a hustler. So I have no. You heard me. I have no bitterness towards it, because it was school to me and I was young. So I didn't really look at it like it was actually like the realest thing that was happening because it was only real when, you know, I made the band. But once that happened, you dig, it felt like every day of normalcy. I got so used to the cameras. Well, sorry about that, you heard me. We got so used to the cameras that it became normal. So we really quite didn't realize how much of history we were making. Yet and still how much of um trauma we was going through as well. That makes sense. So it's a bittersweet situation with Sarah, and then you know, from the interview that I did last time, you did. Some people felt like I was putting Sarah on blast, and it wasn't my business to put her business out there with Fred. And I thought long and hard on it, and I said to myself, maybe they right, but at the end of the day, I'm not here to please people's opinions. I'm here to speak my truth, and I kept it real for the culture. At the end of the day, I'm unbiased to everything I'm talking about. I kept it real. I even put myself out there. You heard me? That's how unbiased I am. So, but I couldn't let Sarah lay back there, get on the documentaries, and speak false about Diddy because that's not what happened. And that's just the real. I'm gonna keep it real. If you don't want the real, you heard me. Don't be around me. You did whatever you say. You heard me to my face or whatever you do. Be able to take it on every outlet as well. Be 100 about everything that you do. Maybe it wasn't my business to put it out there, but at the end of the day, it was my business. Period. Period. It was and it wasn't. You did take it how you wanna. Believe that. That's how I felt about that. And like I say, I feel like it's a bittersweet situation. Is because um, I don't think Diddy owe us anything, yet he owe us what we worked hard for. So, Sarah doing whatever she do, I think it's a bittersweet situation of whatever she's doing. I don't think 100%, that it's coming from a malice situation, yet it's coming from a malice situation. It's kind of like a take it how you wanna outcome, if that makes sense, bruh. It's a take it how you wanna outcome. Because she's doing it maliciously, and then she's actually doing it because that's exactly what happened as well. Period.
So you personally, you feel like it's a money grab?
It is a money grab. Definitely. It's definitely a money grab. And I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like I don't I feel like Sarah should have been did that. If the man assaulted you, sexually assaulted you, sexually harassed you like you said he did, why didn't you been do it? If you did, you could have been the first one. It didn't have to be Cassie um taking the initiative to start it. If he sexually harassed you, you should have been the first one. And the show has been 20 years ago. It should be no reason in the world, you heard me, that you ain't been the first person to put it out there. Because honestly, I felt like that would have been a better outcome for you than trying to do it now. If that makes sense, bruh?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So how you feel about her
Yeah.
sending out cease and desist? She sent me one, you one. How you feel about that, man?
Oh, when it comes to us. I say, bruh, I didn't care. It's because at the end of the day, You got to have proof. And you got to go to court. You heard me? And I knew in my mind that Sarah was going to lose that case because at the end of the day, I was keeping it real. And then Fred doubled back. And Fred, basically, he didn't want to say it, but, he had to say it because it was the truth. Sarah tried to put the cease and desist out there to make it seem like I was lying, but I wasn't lying. I was keeping it real. You dig? Everything I say on here is 100%. And that's why I love this platform, is because you bring people on here and people be brutally honest. And I'm one of those people. So I guess the people respect honesty. So I didn't feel no way about the cease and desist. How did you feel about the cease and desist? Damn, that's crazy, huh? How you feel about it, bruh?
Nah, I ain't feel no way about it. I mean, me personally, it was laughable. But I mean, whatever route they want to go, we can go. I mean, I'm good financially, so hey, we can do whatever. I mean, it ain't gonna end well for them, but hey, it's whatever.
Right. I got a question for you. I know we're gonna continue, but this is a question I wanted to ask you on the third time as a charm. Um, when I said what I said, about the Sarah situation, did it sound like I was Jaguar writing? Did it sound like I was exaggerating it? Or did it sound like I was keeping it real? From what you thought at the moment towards when it finally happened, towards you knew I was keeping it real. You know?
Nah, it sounded like you was keeping it real.
Thank you. Because I was. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Sarah though.
But speaking of Sarah, right, before we get off of her, and you already know I get a whole lot of emails and DMs from people giving me information. So, I want to ask you and see if you know. I heard she was messing around with Kobe.
Who told you that?
Hey, somebody emailed me that. Somebody told me the next time I interview you, ask you about that.
Um, I would 100% say that that was actual factual. Rest in peace to the greatest of all time. You heard me, and I don't want to say anything to disrespect his family, but I got to keep it real. Yeah, she had a little rapport with Kobe too. Yeah, for sure. I ain't gonna cap about that. You did, but I don't really know the story with Sarah and Kobe of like seeing them encounter and leaving with each other. But I know for sure that Sarah has spoke on dealing with Kobe Bryant, 100%. And I know the people gonna be like, oh, he talking about the mom, but you heard me. But look, I'm Chopper City. Chopper City gonna keep it real, and that's facts because it came out of her mouth. Big old facts. Sarah definitely spoke on having a situationship with Kobe Bryant. But rest in peace to the best. You did. Sarah crazy, huh, bro? Promiscuous girl. I can't take it. She get around. Tupac.
Right, right. If you don't mind me asking, you don't have
Yeah.
to share it. I mean, but people in the comments gonna ask. But what exactly did she say in regards to that, or you don't want to share it? It's all good.
Um. Oh, no, it's all gravy. She said basically. She said she was in L.A. It was during the band era. She said she was in L.A. and I mean we seen Kobe in the club, of course, right? But this was like weeks later. She was like, yeah, Kobe hollered at me, and she said she went and seen him. That's all she said. She said he hollered at her. They exchanged numbers, and she went and seen him. She didn't go. She ain't go no further with it though. She totally different. Totally didn't go no further. She just said she seen Kobe. They exchanged numbers, and she went and kicked it with him. That's all she said. So I heard her. I heard her say it out of her mouth, 100%. So I don't know. Sarah was just taking. She wasn't turning nothing down but a collar. I don't even think she wanted to turn that down. Sarah was cutting up. You want to know who the real rock star? I thought it was me. You heard me? It was Sarah. Sarah was worse than Chop out this bitch. You did? Yeah, Sarah was a fucking rock star. You heard me? But shout out to Sarah though. She was fucking with it. You did? Sarah was crazy. So, yeah, Sarah was crazy.